Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my Let's Play of Victoria 2 Heart of Darkness. This is a game that was developed by Paradox Interactive and published by them as well. And it came out in 2010, which is 6 years ago. So I'm hoping that they'll come out with a Victoria 3 here relatively next, maybe 2 years at most is what I would give it. Yeah, this is a Grand War strategy game, kind of. Other titles that was published by Paradox here include like Europa Universalis series, Hearts of Iron, Crusader Kings 2. While all the other ones kind of focus on war, Europa, Hearts of Iron, and Crusader Kings 2 focuses on murdering children and marrying people at the age of 12. But anyways, beside the point. Yeah, this is actually really kind of focused on your economy and becoming the ultimate powerhouse in the world. I'm kind of hoping to overthrow the British Empire. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so as you can see, the game lasts for 100 years from 1836 to 1936. You have your various countries here. The top 8 nations in the world are regarded as great powers, and as a result, they are able to sphere other nations. So, for example, say France here. France is a great power. They're number 2 in the world currently. And they bring, say, Belgium into their sphere. What that entails is that you get access to all of their... Sorry about that. You get access to all of their resources. So let's say they had wheat. I don't know what they actually have off the top of my head. They have wheat. Your nation gets, first dibs on like trade rights, so on and so forth. So that's really cool and helps, that in itself helps, build your economy and, ultimately fuel your war machines and so on and so forth. Another key feature in this game is the colonization of Africa. As you can see, kind of Britain and Portugal kind of have a little bit of head start. Much to my surprise, actually, Denmark has this little chunk of land right here, and I was actually really surprised about that. So over here on the left hand side you can see you have 2 different starting times, the Grand Campaign and a House Divided. The House Divided will go ahead and let you play out the Civil War in the United States of America, so that's pretty fun. Actually, I'll be honest with you, I've never actually started at this time. I've always started at just the Grand Campaign. I get more time. So over here on the left-hand side, the starting 8 nations, 8 great powers include the United Kingdom, France, Russia, Austria, Prussia, Spain, and the United States. Oh, I'm sorry, and the Ottoman Empire. So my goal for this Let's Play is to go ahead and do probably these bottom 4, maybe like top 7 nations. Basically, I want to go ahead and try to overthrow the United Kingdom as the #1 nation in the world. And that in itself is not going to be easy. So let's go ahead and get started. For my first nation, we're going to go ahead and start at the bottom and work our way up on the chain. So we're going to be the Ottoman Empire. Launch. Loading, loading, loading. Alrighty. So, alright, so here at the top you have all of your panels. Production is your factories. As you can see, we don't have a single factory. That's because we're kind of really horribly... We're not industrialized at all whatsoever. So, there's that. You can also see here like, your production and so on and so forth. Your top 5 domestic goods that you create. Here you have your budget. Money's important. You have your taxes of the various classes of your society, of your nation. Then here you have your expenditures, what you're spending money on. National stockpile, cost of trade is fill our nation's stockpile of like weapons, supplies, and so on and so forth. Education, how much money you're pouring into the school systems. Administration, allows your bureaucrats to run a healthy bureaucracy, increasing your tax efficiency. Social spending. Basically, if you're on welfare, how much money do you get? Military spending, paying your people, paying your soldiers, and taxes. So, then we got our technology. Here you have 5 different areas, I guess you say, of technology. You have your army, your navy, your commerce, culture, and industry. Army is self-explanatory. It'll go ahead and give you new weapons, machine guns, artillery. It'll increase your army's organization, your morale, and like how and what level of fort you can build, basically, in your province. Navy, what kind of ships you can have, how large of a naval base you'll have, supply range, things like that. Commerce is, money. Culture is, how culturally advanced your nation is, I guess you could say. So like your prestige, your research points, how long it takes for you to actually get these researches done, education, national focus, I'll get to that in a moment, and psychology, so your reinforcements for your army, I guess. Industry, self-explanatory, I'd say. Your railroads, your supply limit for your soldiers, because each individual province has a certain number of troops that it can support. So by researching that, you can get, to have a larger army in one spot. Industry, factory, through mining, farming. So yeah, that's pretty much it. After that, you get your politics. Here we have 3 different parties. Basically, the reactionaries, who are kind of far left, if you'd say. Imperials, conservatives, and then you have your People's Union, which is very liberal. So, I'm sorry, go back. And here you have your reforms. They have different benefits and as well as different consequences. So hey, look, slavery. If we don't allow slavery. All right. So yeah, as time goes on in this Let's Play, I'll go ahead and go into further detail of all of these. You can see what they really do. Movements. At times, people will be pissed off at you in your government, so they'll want to have a reform of some sort. They'll do that. Decisions. Decisions are events for your nation. Release the nation. You can go ahead and choose to release somebody. If you've conquered them or if you already own them, you can choose to release them. But whoever wants to do that, let's be honest. So, following politics, population. Each one of these is a province. Let me see here. Region. Okay, each one of those is a region. Sorry. It tells you what their population is in each one. It tells you your workforce and all that cool stuff. We won't really get into much of this here. Just really, this is kind of the important stuff. Trade. I don't really ever touch trade. As you see, it's already checked for automated, so just let it do its own thing. Diplomacy. So here you can see the top 8 nations: United Kingdom, Russia, blah 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 blah. I've already said. Over here, you can see further into them. This here, where it says like the top 8 nations, is like your input into them. So let me see. We're the Ottoman Empire, so let's go ahead and take a look at us. So here we have like 25 points to, do what we want with them. Right now you can see here that they are in our sphere. So like here we have Tunis. Tunis is not in our sphere. Our relationship with them is cordial. So if we wanted to, we could, start focusing on that nation to make them like us. So let me go ahead here and just change this volume. There we go. That sounds better. Alright, where was I? Here. Which is actually not what we're going to do. We're actually going to probably eat Tunis. Nom 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 nom. So, here we have our 3 levels here that actually determine what your rank is in the world. You have prestige, your industry rank, and your military rank. So if we go ahead and we sort every country by rank where they are in the world, we have, the United Kingdom. They are number 1 for their prestige. They're number 1 in terms of industry, and number 3 in terms of the military rank. Military rank is just basically the number of troops that you have fielded, as well as some naval forces, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong on that part. I'm not sure if your actual boats that you have factor into that. Industry rank. So as you saw before, here we have no factories. As a result, you can see here us. Our little industry, little factory symbol, 0. We have 0 points. So, because we have 0 factories. Alright? So, and prestige is from events and stuff like that, so. That's actually a really quick way to advance yourself throughout the ranking system. It's just prestige, really. And I'll show you how we do that later on. So as you can see, show wars, war justification, like, you know, getting a Casus Belli on a nation. Then your military here. We have our armies of what we actually have. We'll go ahead and look into those here just momentarily. So that's really it. So let's go ahead here and just do some, take care of some things that we would normally do before we actually unpause the game and get going. So, shall we? Alright, first things first, let's go ahead and take a look at our budget. Oh, that's bad. We're going to tax the crap out of the poor. That doesn't really help much. We're going to decrease funding. No, we're not. Sorry. Because I realize here we are currently at war with the nation of Tripoli. So we're actually going to keep our army funded. Tripoli. We're going to need the crap out of you. Also, I apologize. My voice sounds kind of funky. Being over sickness. So I apologize. If you hear me cough, if you hear me like do a little sniff or whatever. Taxes, we'll bring that up, say, ooh. Yeah, we don't get much for in terms of taxes, so just 15% there. No, we're gonna have to tax everybody, I'm sorry. We have to. Ooh, yeah, let's drop the Navy down. Alright, let's go take a look at that. What do we have here in terms of... Because our nation here is, like, split, and I don't like that. We're gonna connect our lands. Eventually. Go away. So let me see. Here we have this army, which is just cavalry. Then we have this army of just irregulars, which is really kind of nasty. You don't want irregulars. They're kind of just... They're cheap, but they're not very effective. What I want is a very strong professional army. We have our navy. We have 3 transport ships. I'm going to go ahead and combine all of my armies into one central location here at Istanbul. So that way, when they all join, I can go ahead and divide them up evenly. Just go ahead and unpause, just move that along. And I guess while we're waiting on that, I'll go ahead and just have these guys just meet up. Speed 3. Oh, almost forgot. I want to go ahead and get our technology going. So since we are at war, I am going to go ahead and go for some rifles. As you see here, it allows us to, one, build engineers, which will help with our sieging of other provinces. Combat with mice too, so. And here we'll get, this is actually, over here, these are like discoveries. So if you research it, then you'll have the opportunity to research a muzzle-loaded rifle armament, which you can see here what those actually do for you. So, and you see here like other things as to what they do. Actually, we're going to go ahead and go for this military staff system. Because I want all these to be down the prerequisites, I'd say. I call them prerequisites, that's just me, so. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and pause that. Let's go ahead here and do that. So what I just did was, I went ahead, and you see here we have our national focus points, 1 out of 2. What I'm doing is I'm putting... It's set to clergymen. Clergymen will help increase your literacy rank, literacy of your nation right here. So right now, 7% of our population can read. Yeah, that's wonderful, isn't it? So, we're going to decrease that. Come on, I want to get a positive balance of coin. Alright, that's good. Is that good? How's that looking? 11, negative 17. Yeah, let's go back down. Alright, we'll keep it there. It's positive. It's not great, but it's positive. So, I'll just go and combine here. We have no general. So we're going to go... Oh, see, that one running away. Yeah, a lot of times in this game, you'll see just me and the AI just playing, you know, cat and mouse. I will go to attack them, they would run away, as you just saw. Then they're going to go somewhere else, and if I go to move there, they stop. So, now they're moving back in. So, oh, alright, now that everyone here is joined, let's go ahead and balance everybody out. Just halves and halves. what is here? We can support 40 people. So we have one guy moving there. Let's go ahead and just have you. You know where to put you. Down there. Alright. So yeah, at the end of this war, ultimately we're going to go ahead and just annex all Tripoli. We'll have all access to all their resources, which is, well, wool and stuff, some fruit, and all 9,000 people in that province. This province here is 9, 5, 3, 4, 4. It's really garbage. Alright. We're going to balance these guys. Let me look at you. You are going to get on a boat. And this boat here we're going to transport to Darna. So we can get more people over here to siege up all of their land, as well as to stop them from sieging our land. Yeah, you see our nation is ranked 8th, which is not that great. Alright, let me go ahead here and look at each army and get every irregular. Because we don't need irregulars, we need strong professional soldiers. I'm not gonna lie, the music in this game is like amazing. Like it's classic, yes, but it's still pretty good. Ta-da, ta-da. Create a unit. I have to stop thinking what I wanted to do. Who's you? Disband. Okay. No, we're gonna keep these guys as is, I say. So we just have some bodies. Okay. We're about to finish sieging this province. That's good. Oh, which reminds me. Let's go ahead and start getting ourselves some justify war on some people. So here, when it comes to justifying war, you can do various things. Conquest, simply add them to your sphere. Come down to the size, which makes them disband some units. You can make them a puppet. You can humiliate them, which reduces their prestige, increases yours, or just demand concessions, which is like, give me this part of land. I want all of you, I just want a little bit of you. So, but we want everybody, so we're going to go for conquest on them. Unpause. Alright, so we're done here. Battle's going well. We're rolling kind of poorly because we don't have general. But we won. That's good. As you come over here to take back our province, you just keep going south. So, ultimately, after this, we'll probably go ahead and eat Egypt, because here, if you go to your diplomatic map mode, all these that are crisscrossed, / lines, those are lands that we have a claim on. So we can go to war with them at no cost. So it won't cost us any infamy. And as you saw earlier, we did just get caught. We have 19 infamy. 25 is the cap before other nations start getting pissed off at you. So when they get pissed off at you, they can go ahead and declare a war of containment. So basically just everybody just gangs up on you because they think you're being too power hungry. You're being a real Napoleon. And here you see we're losing our great power status. We are currently ranked 9th Probably because we did go ahead and get rid of some units. But if we do end up dropping, that's okay. We'll get ahead and get that taken care of and get back to it. I don't know. I feel like there's something I should be doing here, but I don't remember what. So I move you down. Alright. So basically that event just told us that we are going to finish our claim on the edge later. Rather than sooner. Here you have diplomacy points. They ultimately determine like how much diplomacy you can do at one point in time. Alright, go away. So we want Persia in our sphere. Let's go ahead and increase our influence there. As you see here, we are getting 0.3 influence with them each day. So as time goes on, after 4 days, our number here increases. And when it gets to certain levels, we can do certain things. So if we have 25, then we can go ahead and discredit somebody else. Basically, that means that they get points slower. So we're gonna go ahead and discredit Russia. No, we can't because they're friendly. We're not. So, never mind then. We're just gonna keep going. Alright, you're finished that. Now you come south and help siege the rest of this nation. And also, excuse me. Ultimately, the Ottoman Empire here is in a very good position because we don't have to worry about our navy when it comes to colonizing. The more warships you have, over here you can see colonial power. We have 211 out of 211. Basically, that means that when we are able to colonize Africa, the more warships we have, the more colonial power we have, the more land we can gobble up. So ultimately, my goal here it would be to, we're gonna have our Ottoman Empire. I want to eat Greece, but the issue with Greece is they're allied with Britain. All right, we just finished our technology. Let's pause it for a second. I want to go ahead and eat the entire Arabian Peninsula, and probably get at least this little sliver of Africa. I'm going to eat all of Egypt, Ethiopia. That would be my goal, and I would be happy. So let's go ahead here and focus on our prestige. Because like I said earlier, the quickest way to become a great power would be to work on your prestige. So you get events like crazy. Yeah, there's that. Move south. You guys are taking attrition. Move back to home, Istanbul. So, alright, we have some money. That's good. So this is the province map mode. As you can see here, this is Albania. All these shaded blue, green, whatever the hell it is Albania. This over here is, I can't pronounce that, so yeah. And each individual province can have one naval base. So over here you see Istanbul. Zoom in. See this here? This is a naval base. So if you see that symbol, you can't build a naval base anywhere in the same colored area. So if we go into here, oh, naval. Wait a minute. Oh, these are two different things. This is East Macedonia, and this is that. Can't pronounce it. It's just these two. Nope. Okay. So like here, they're in the same spot. Gallipoli and Istanbul, right here. You can see that they're in the same province. So if we went here, naval base, oh, we can't. Because you see, it says only one per state. So there's that. Alright, let me go ahead here. Albania. No. Yeah, Albania. Naval base. Naval base. And naval base. Alright, there's that. So, let's go ahead and just let those guys build. And we will continue to finish seizing all of Tripoli's land. And once that's finished, we can go ahead and demand peace from them and annex them. So we have until September 14th, which is literally right around the corner. So we're going to lose our great power status, which is not ideal, but we will get it back. Oh, Persia. Here we have 64 points, so we can increase our opinion because we have over 50. Let's go ahead and do that. Russia. What do you want, Russia? They want military access. Who are you at war with? Okay. I don't see why you need land from me, so no. Alright, so we did lose our great power status. As you see here, these guys are not in our sphere anymore. But we will definitely get that back. Who took our spot? Diplomacy. The Netherlands. So now the Netherlands are a great power. Oh, they ate Belgium. Yeah, remember that nation that was here? Belgium? That's gone. So, and the cool thing in this game here is that as Prussia, you can form the North German Federation, and then you can form Germany. Or if you're really ambitious, you can form Gross-Germany, Großdeutschland, which would include all normal Germany, and then all of Austria. So, alright, you're finished. Let's move you up, get you out of that land. No, don't go through the uncolonized land. It'd be a ridiculous amount of attrition. Let's see, are you guys done? Can we declare war? We can. Who are you allied with? Nobody. Okay. Do it. Conquest. Nom nom nom. Do I have allies? Yeah, I do. Let's call them in. Move in. Alright, as you see here, like our ships took damage from being over here because there's no actual naval port. So I should go ahead and do that. And also, let's go ahead here, budget, and increase our budget for them. And hopefully they can go ahead and start repairing. I think it's like every month they'll tick. Yeah, we saw they went up. So let's go ahead and just let those guys do that. Alright, so we have conquered all of Tripoli. Diplomacy, propose peace. Oh, see, now they're asking, they're offering peace for us. But no. There we go. Ottoman Africa. Alright. Okay, so I think that's good. Let's go ahead and stop the video there. We'll go ahead and save it. Save game. I don't like how like all these numbers and underscores and everything are. Let's go ahead and delete that. Just the Ottoman Empire. Let's go and save. Alright, that looks like a good spot to stop for now. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this adventure, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.